Ein wildes Tu ist ja auch da. Happy Birthday. Muss mich nur mal irgendwie so hinsetzen, dass ich nicht so Rückenschmerz kriege. Ich muss mir nachher mal eine Wärmflasche machen für den Rücken. So, wo waren wir denn? Ich habe da übrigens was in die Gruppe gepackt. Da muss aber noch 40 Minuten warten, bis das verarbeitet ist.
Indeed. I put the white Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. I also encouraged the missionaries to leave. They will not return.
I regret that violence was necessary to make them go, but I thank you all the same.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
Undivorced tier end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katasak Konstantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Rnaikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. The mage doctor of Teleme put on quite a show of light. Lovely. But it had no remedial effect. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Ich denke nicht. Ich denke, da brauchen wir noch eine Weile für. Mal gucken, wie lange ich heute machen kann überhaupt. Weil sitzen ist nämlich auch gerade so ein bisschen beschissen. Ich habe vorhin schon eine Tablette genommen. Ich habe nämlich vorhin mal geschlafen, ein paar Stunden. Ich war einfach kaputt, ich bin hundemüde gewesen. Also ich denke mal, im Laufe der Woche werden es wahrscheinlich das Hauptspiel durchhaben. Das DLC werden wir separat machen. Hätte ich mir jetzt so gedacht. Und mal gucken. Also es dürfte nicht mehr allzu viel sein, glaube ich. Falsche Dingens. Aber Finale wäre schön, ja. Weil hätten wir das durch, dann brauchen wir nur das DLC spielen.
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the...
Can't you leave us alone?
Leave me be. Even your thoughts are loud and...
You have a strange stare, Renaikse. Leave me alone.
Ja, aber jetzt noch nicht mit angesprochen hier. Hätte ich doch gerade.
Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace.
Traitor. An
Ach, da
Anolmenawi
sind noch
does
mehr.
not wear the dress of the strangers.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. Perhaps you should talk to them.
Ach so, ja, mit uns sprechen sie ja auch nicht. Ist das Problem.
Go away, Renaigse. You are not welcome in my home. Go away.
Ah,
Birtir to Mad, An Almanawi. What do you want?
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong, said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
You're different from the others. What is your role in this village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a Denegad. Even you. You should be able to tell that. Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
ja, die Questreihe ist ein wenig strange.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but they don't seem all that keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know a little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet there is something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything, but someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That man was looking uneasy. He must be hiding something. Maybe in his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to be fast, and it will only work once.
In sollen wir ablenken.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him and he seemed... nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Donegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Donegad.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
I really need to go inside. I must verify something. If you can help us...
This request is strange. I know it is for you as well. But we must prove that the suspicions cast upon our village are not true. These people of Teleme will not give up their search without this.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet and very quick. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Okay, dann muss ich beim Speichern. Wo muss ich jetzt hin? Hier? An. Oben. Achso, ich muss da hochlaufen.
Toiges! Radayam Redit Quad!
Fällt auch nicht auf, wenn wir jetzt da reinlaufen, ne?
The Sengedin Anadas are known for being terrifying on the battlefield. Perhaps they wear masks such as this one.
I will admit that it is rather ghastly, but I'm almost certain that the warriors of this island wear these things in battle. This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals resembles nothing that we call upon in our rituals. I have never seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight.
This painting is frightening, evoking war, a massacre, a bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
I have never seen anything like this before. This is very violent and bloody. Daedra's clan has always been a bit different.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us. Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully he will not lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him.
Auch noch. Dass die da so ihre Rituale abhalten, ist doch vollkommen Wumpe. Aber nee, wir müssen ja über jeden und alles verfolgen hier. So, wo muss ich da hin? Da hinten hin.
Perhaps we could hide and wait here. Then we will be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
Wake up, Greenblood. He's here.
Frage ist, muss ich dem jetzt direkt hinterher rennen oder ja? Problem ist, er dreht sich immer um. Er hat, glaube ich, zu viel Assassin's Creed gespielt. Hört ja auch nicht auf, dass wir gegen die Viecher jetzt kämpfen, ne?
Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door, made out of roots.
Okay, was habe ich jetzt? Irgendwo ein Rätsel oder was?
What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree. And my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
Okay.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. Here, this looks like a snowflake. Snow or maybe ice. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
Jetzt ein Rätsel oder
The
was?
drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth.
Aber wie muss ich denn jetzt was
The
verbinden?
drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? On this stone, the sun is visible.
Ich google das mal eben. Ich habe jetzt keine Lust, das selber rauszusuchen. Ach, jetzt hat er mir das natürlich nicht so gepostet, wie ich es haben wollte. So, also, wir fangen mit dem Windstein an. Wind, 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 Wind. Blitz, das ist der Wind. So, Blitz. Feuer. Boot. Ach, jetzt verstehe ich. Das ist das, was sie gesagt hat in der Zwischensequenz. Wasser. Sonne, das ist das Leben. Das müsste einer von den beiden dann sein. Wasserstein. Und Leben.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Hm.
Quiet!
Close duis, atudayam canadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam itelami olflinau ich egrem. Closi gedem tayentis olarabeni aol slai. Fanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus o galamsani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Renkasie krimaderem denegau edent. Clos duis arujekt nes diri.
Lois de drama na des Gideon, Arenta. Es war nu fradi, da magengadan, yadiga la dandien. Es war nu fradi, da we gaishidon. Ag es war nu fradi, da we gremos enagui.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Telemei's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Doneigad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Dedra.
Wer weiß, was das für ein Ritual war.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. I hoped you'd be able to explain what they were trying to achieve. As you can see, my companion is not a Renaigze like the others. She bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoigsi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.
Okay, wo ist das Heiligtum? Nicht auf dieser Karte wahrscheinlich? Nein. Aber wir haben ja auch noch ein paar Sachen, die wir mitnehmen können. Weil wir machen aber erst, glaube ich, mal erstmal die Hauptstory. Warte mal. Habe ich noch nicht? Da. Nee, achso, ach, hier muss da hinten rüberlaufen. Ah. Ja, nicht. Hier eigentlich auch die anderen Sachen noch mitnehmen.
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Hauptsache Kirche bauen.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Soll ich mal mit ihm sprechen oder was? Ah, okay.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsenegad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
So, dann ist das auch erledigt. Vielleicht kriegen wir ja dann mal einen besseren Rufstatus. Ne? Wie weit sind wir überhaupt bei dem Beruf aktuell? Ja, bei Siror und Afara sind wir nett. Temelene sind wir sehr verdächtig.
Hello. I am Lair, the village
Warum?
leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our super...
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthäus is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Mateus later, but first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Mateus. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Desarde. I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here. And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Mateus lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Thélème, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Thélème, since the God of Light offered it to our founder.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye. I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There's only one entrance, and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened. But someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village. Family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
So viel Text und kein Ende der Quest. Dafür machen gleich noch die Hauptquest weiter. Ne, falsche Richtung? Falsche Richtung.
You have returned on Olmanawi. Do you need something else?
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her. But things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bertir Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the Mind Shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of St. Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So if you do not want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Ich denke mal, es wird jetzt erstmal die letzte Nebenquest sein, dann machen wir Hauptstory weiter, weil es zieht sich gerade irgendwie so gefühlt. Man kommt irgendwie nicht wirklich voran in der Hauptstory. Die ganzen Nebenmissionen noch machen, die können wir ja immer noch gegen Ende, glaube ich, machen. Ich bin mir aber nicht 100%ig sicher. Selbst wenn nicht, ist es ja nicht allzu wild. Ich weiß auch nicht, wie groß das DLC noch ist. Die falsche Richtung.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
Gesundheit.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
Ja, das habe ich mir auch gerade gedacht. Wir nehmen mal die andere Seite. Weil ich jetzt nicht wusste genau, welcher Part jetzt die Fallen waren. Aber schön, dass sie es nochmal gesagt hat. Ziemlich dämlich, da keine Fallen hinzumachen, ne?
Do it! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retrieve the tablets of Saint Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? Not Freddy. We will not give them back! We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
I know that you are seeking vengeance, but the priests will not be the only ones to suffer the consequences of your actions. Your mother helped you, and once they find out about it, she will pay the price in your place. Is that what you want?
No. She only told us which night we could come. They have no right to punish her for this.
I doubt the Ordo Luminous will care. They will need someone to take the blame, and she's the obvious choice.
Very well. Take the stones and leave. All that's left to do is to rejoin the Donea Exregau.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Don't worry, all is well. I managed to convince him to give me the tablets.
Ad Loredar, I did not believe my son to be so reasonable. You are giving me hope. I will go see him and tell him to find another clan. A place to welcome him.
Ja, bei den Eingeborenen bekommen möchte ich Ruf, ne? Nur bei den anderen halt nicht. Mit dem Ruf festgilt. So, dann gehen wir da hinten rüber. Dann machen wir gleich die Hauptquest weiter. Ich will nämlich ganz gerne so langsam Richtung Ende gehen.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on Saint Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I am very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Haben wir gar nicht abgebildet mit der Quest, ne? Nein. Warte auf die Erforschungsergebnisse. Ja, das in der Zeit mal eine andere Quest. So. Haben wir den noch? Farah haben wir noch. Dann machen wir jetzt erstmal die nächste Hauptquest. Und dann machen wir da erstmal weiter. Das können wir ja, ich weiß nicht, ob das irgendwann geskippt wird. Das können wir uns später noch anschauen. Oder wir machen erst die Hauptquest. Aber gut, wenn es daneben schlägt, dann haben wir halt Pech gehabt. Das nicht ändern. Nein, zurückhalten. Ich muss hier den Weg laufen. Geht ihr heute auch nur bis 19 Uhr am Arbeiten? 5-mal? Aber auch. Ja, ich habe das Mikrofon ausgehabt. Muss wir kurz durch den Sumpf laufen.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Da keine neuen Texte? Nee.
I must leave you.
What a strange party we have here. Who are you to come and disrupt our solitude?
Good day.
You are on Olmenawi and at the same time, Renaigse. So it is possible to bond yourself on your faraway island?
We are here because Thélème has asked us to carry out an investigation. They think that certain clans venerate a demon, an evil creature. We carried out our investigation of Vedlog on Chief Deirdre in an attempt to discover the truth, and the clues have led us to find our answers in this sanctuary.
Deirdre sends you to seek out a demon? Curious. A man from your island came already a long time ago. Full of questions he was as well. He had a small party of warriors with smoking tubes, and on their chests, a golden lion.
A lion?
That smells like the bridge. I wonder what they were looking for here.
They set up a camp near here, and then they disappeared, all of a sudden.
Do you know where, precisely?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember all that well. My memory has been leaving me of late. But it wasn't far from here. You will find it, I am certain. Ah! You are bringing back the memories. They were asking nearly the same questions you ask.
Jetzt erstmal Tee anschütten. Ich habe gerade gesagt, ich muss mir jetzt erstmal Tee einschütten.
A fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes. A red serpent. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything.
Jetzt haben wir noch einen Schlüssel. Daher hat doch der Einsiedler die Schlange beschworen und hat die damit getötet. Das wäre auch möglich. Haben wir da die Libelle?
A fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
Na, es wird uns noch eins.
A fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
Aber wie komme ich da hin? Achso, da nicht rum.
bits of equipment left on these bodies. Are they the ones the old man told us about?
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
What do you want, strange stranger?
We found the camp you spoke of. Well, all that remains of it.
I told you. You were not the first Renaigse went by here.
Many died. What happened to them?
I warned them, I remember. They did not listen very well. Too bad. Their weapons were strange and powerful, but not enough so. The marsh is more powerful still.
That doesn't seem to bother you all that much.
Tiafradi gives, Tiafradi takes back. But you're still here. What do you want again?
I found this note. It speaks of a ritual, but it is incomplete. Do you know anything else about it?
A ritual? Yes, there is a ritual for the impatient. For me, it serves no purpose. I am here. I wait.
But for me, it would be useful. Can you help me?
Deirdre must have her reasons. The folly of youth. Do you see those drums over there? They awaken the earth, as long as you play them correctly.
Awaken the earth?
Oh, and that's not all. Once the earth is awakened, the stone will appear that must be quenched.
Quench a stone?
But you're still here. What do you want again?
How do you play the drums?
Oh, that's easy. The music is the first language of Tiafradi. It resonates with the earth. You need only respect the natural order for the earth to hear you. A predator, a prey. The cycle.
That's not really all that clear.
Come now, come now. You must first make the snake rattle, unless it is first to be the insect. Alas, time devours all memories. I do remember one thing, though.
I'm listening.
Each drum must only be played one time, and only once. But you're still here. What do you want again?
Quench a stone? What does that mean?
Water trickles on the stone and returns to us, empowered by its force. But sometimes, water is not enough.
This note I found explains a recipe. A potion thought to contain the essence of this place. Is that what must be poured over the stone?
Oh, yes. No doubt. No doubt. But you're still here. What do you want again?
Nothing. I shall leave you alone.
Muss ich die Trommel verprügeln? Okay. Jede darf nur einmal geschlagen werden. Okay, also ich würde jetzt sagen, wir fangen mit dem Insekt an. Dann machen wir den Frosch, dann die Schlange. Rein theoretisch würde ich sagen, das Insekt von dem Frosch gefressen und der Frosch wird von der Schlange gefressen.
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. It looks like an altar. What is this?
Möpse.
Dog! Killed! You killed her! Monsters! Murderers!
You knew her, old man? Before she became a Nadaig?
May the earth swallow you whole! You and those from their dark oil! They must all be destroyed! But Enolmil Frictimen will stop them! He will chase you all away! Murderers! His hunt has begun!
Calm down. We didn't have a choice. We were only defending ourselves.
Siora, what is he talking about? Why is he so furious, and who is Enonmil Frictimen?
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. He mourns her in this way. It was a Doneigad who received very much power, and who traded herself completely.
Are you saying that that creature was once a woman?
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws upon the power of the earth becomes one of their faces in exchange. As for your other question, Enonmil Frictimen means one of 1,000 faces.
One of 1,000 faces? If it is a creature, I would prefer to avoid crossing paths.
Enonmil Frictimen. I doubt that you can understand.
Enough to think that this being wants to harm us. Perhaps it is the source of the Malachor.
And why is that? Why would the source of your sickness come from here?
I don't know, Siora. But didn't this man just say that this being would hunt us down? We need to learn more.
Ja, dann wieder zurück. Müssen wir mal gucken, welche Richtung. Eigentlich geradeaus runter. Die Frage, ob wir von hier aus da reisen können oder ob das wieder ein neues Gebiet ist.
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior. What do you seek?
You have set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces, a spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you survived. You are strong. I should not have thought you so weak.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very balm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance. And to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses.
and that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. You are a brave on Almanawi, and I would like to request your help.
You request my help after sending me on a suicide mission?
You helped us to find the camp of the Soul Lasser, and you have proven your valor fighting the Nadaig. So yes, I am asking for your help in saving the people who are suffering in this camp.
What do you intend to do, exactly?
Attack and destroy this camp, and those who live in it, to set my people free.
And how am I supposed to help you?
My clan is powerful, but so are these Soul Lasser. I need more warriors. Eseld of the Gaius Rad is in my debt, but I'm afraid she might refuse to honor it after her clan was defeated. You know how to talk to people, and you are friends with her twin sister. I would like you to go and convince her to help me.
I suppose I could try, at least.
That would be good. It would also be good if you could fight alongside us to set these prisoners free. Meet us near the camp with the forces you managed to assemble.
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon min Frictimen.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
That's right. We know that the congregation came to this island long ago. A lot longer than we first thought. The Malachor could be a consequence of that first attempt to colonize. A curse cast at that epoch, brought back by the first defeated colonists. After all, are they not the reason the first guardians of the native legends appeared? Whatever, one thing is certain. If there is something or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malachor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy as of yet, he will be happy to know that we have made progress.
We should go and see the Mother Cardinal. It is her Inquisition, after all. If she finds out afterwards that we went to fight them without even informing her first, she might take offense.
Auch noch. Wo sind wir denn? Wir sind woanders.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Deirdre requested that I ask for your clan's help. She intends to attack a camp of the Ordo Luminis to set free their prisoners.
The Ordo Luminis?
It's the name of the Inquisition. The Red Suns, if you prefer.
The Sol Lasser. I see. What have they done this time?
They're still trying to convert your people by force. Those who do not accept the Enlightened are taken to this camp, where they are tortured and killed if they keep resisting. Deirdre needs more warriors for this attack.
The Gaius Rad have been deeply weakened by our defeat against the Lions.
Deirdre told me that you were in her debt.
I am, but she's asking a lot more than what we owe. Our clan might not survive this battle.
Do you remember why your mother wanted to fight against the Alliance? Was it because some strangers were abducting your people?
You're right. And even though we lost this battle and it left us weakened and without a queen, she wouldn't want us to stay idle and await the death of our people. I will gather my warriors and talk to them. Did you want anything else?
Thanks. Goodbye, Azeld.
Wen sollte ich jetzt noch informieren? Okay.
Deirdre and her Sengedin Anadas will fight against the Sol Lasser. who torture and kill our brothers. She's asking us to fight alongside her, to set our people free and stop these monsters. Shall we rise to her call?
Our spears will rise in defense of our people.
Then it is done. Let's raise our spears and leave for battle. You can leave with a peaceful mind. My warriors will fight alongside yours.
Okay, jetzt habe ich die... Oh, okay, wir machen das anders. Ich will wissen, was passiert, wenn wir den anderen das sagen. Von die habe ich doch gar nicht. Ach, da ist die gelistet. Ich bin gespannt, für wen das dann eine Rufabzug gibt. Wahrscheinlich für die Eingeborenen. Aber wenn die andere sich ja nicht anschließt, dann kämpfen die einen ja im Endeffekt alleine. Mal gucken. Wo ist die denn hier? Es ist sehr zäh. Also am Anfang, wo ich das erste Mal durchgespielt habe, habe ich es nebenbei noch geguckt und fand es sehr gut. Mittlerweile muss ich sagen, es ist so wie Vampire. Du hast wirklich einen interessanten Start und umso weiter du kommst, umso zäher wird es im Endeffekt. Und ich hoffe, dass der zweite Teil besser wird. Deswegen will ich es jetzt halt eigentlich relativ zügig durchspielen. Weil ich das DLC gesagt kenne ich jetzt nicht. Das will ich halt auch noch machen. Aber momentan so fühlt es sich an, als würde ich irgendwie auf 3 Tagen alten Kaugummi noch rumkauen und du hast keinen Fortschritt irgendwie. Du kommst gefühlt nicht voran. Du rennst mehr durch die Gegend als alles andere. Und wir haben noch nicht mal alles gesehen. Ja?
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp, created by the Inquisitors of the Ordo Luminis. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them, and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
How does the Inquisition still dare to take action? You'd think that what happened to them because of their overzealous ways would have taught them a lesson. In any case, if the natives came to you to complain, we must intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence, because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the Enlightened will guide you in this terrible task.
Ja, dann. Aber überleg mal, Kingdoms of Amalur ist auch so ein Spiel, was sehr groß ist. Und du hast da auch massenweise Quests, ne? Das Spiel hat auch über 200 Spielstunden. Aber gut, wann ist das? Von 2019, glaube ich, ne? Was wir jetzt aktuell haben. Und ich glaube, das ist auch kein so großer Entwickler gewesen. Die haben auch viele Sequenzen nicht eingebaut, beziehungsweise hat man weggelassen. Ich denke mal einfach aus finanziellen Gründen, dass das Spiel einfach fertig werden sollte. Aber an sich funktioniert es ja. Also es ist schon besser als manche anderen Spiele, die wir kaufen können heutzutage. Aber ja, natürlich, es ist ein bisschen älter und es fühlt sich ein bisschen zäher an, ne? Also wie gesagt, ich will es halt durchspielen. Und dann mal gucken, was wir danach machen. Assassin's Creed zum Beispiel ist ja halt auch so ein Teil, die Sache mit Connor, wo man einfach sagt, boah, das geht gar nicht, ne? Das ist so ekelhaft gemacht, einfach von der Steuerung. Aber ja, der Rest ist eigentlich ganz gut, aber die Steuerung ist so krampfhaft einfach, deswegen, das kann man dann auch vergessen. Bin ja auch mal gespannt, wie das ist mit Horizon Zero Dawn, also Horizon Forbidden West in dem Fall, wie der Teil laufen wird. Für PC, weil ich habe die dumme Vermutung, dass das wahrscheinlich die ersten Wochen nicht so richtig laufen wird. Wie immer. Und dann erstmal nachgepatcht werden muss. Obwohl, das ist ja nur eine Nebenmission, die wir gerade machen.
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminis built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Thélème and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these Inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. And... Soldiers! The Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of Her Excellency de Sade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of Her Excellency without question. For Thélème, for the Guard, fight with honor!
Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving.
Ja, das ist halt, ne? Ich denke mal, es ist auch ein kleines Studio. Ich habe die jetzt auch nicht so auf dem Schirm. Ich weiß, von damals, wo ich das beim geguckt habe, der sagte, dass die nicht allzu groß sind. Und dass das Budget wohl damals für das Spiel nicht gerade sehr groß war, sagen wir mal so, um halt wirklich alles mit reinzumachen, dass man Ecken und Kanten sparen muss. Aber es hat zumindest mehr Sachen drin als viele andere Spiele. Das muss man zumindest sagen, wenn man sich so Starfield anguckt. Was man da einen Beta-Patch oder einen Early Access-Patch rausbringen muss, um Sachen hinzubekommen, wo ich mir denke, ja, Early Access ist der neueste Shit. Wir machen keinen fertigen Patch, wir machen Early Access-Patch. Und dann habe ich auch die Befürchtung, dass bei Starfield das DLC, was da ja irgendwann kommen soll, ein Reinfall sein wird. Und ich hatte ja noch gehört, dass im April, ich weiß nicht, ob das dieses Jahr oder nächstes Jahr ist, der nächste Fallout-Teil kommen soll. Da weiß ich aber nicht, ob das... ich muss mal kurz gucken, welcher Punkt ist denn das hier? Ne, ich werde wahrscheinlich nicht rüberreisen können. Fallout London kommen soll. Ich weiß ja nicht, ob das dieses Jahr oder nächstes Jahr kommen soll im April. Da habe ich auch so die dumme Befürchtung, dass das wahrscheinlich auch, wenn das von Bethesda ist, auch ein Reinfall sein wird. Weil die kriegen es einfach nicht gebacken, vernünftige Spiele zu machen. Und da ist halt jetzt so ein Spiel von einem kleinen Publisher. Guck dir Supermarket Simulator. Und das ist ein kleiner Entwickler oder kleiner Entwicklerstudio. Und die kriegen es hin, einen kompletten Simulator aufzubauen. Ja, es sind noch viele Sachen, die fehlen, wie Pfandautomat. Oder ein Einpacker oder sowas. Aber nach einem Monat hast du schon ein Spiel, was spielbar ist. Was keine Bugs oder Abstürze hat. Gut, das heißt keine Bugs. Also wir hatten ja schon mal Bugs, dass wir halt die Sachen nicht einräumen können. Aber das sind wirklich Kleinigkeiten, muss ich sagen. Das sind wirklich Peanuts. So, dass Kassierer, die noch nicht schnell genug sind, ist okay. Ja, kann man noch dran arbeiten. Das ist nicht das Problem. Aber nach einem Monat, so wie es jetzt ist es schon gar nicht so schlecht. Wenn ich mir so andere Spiele angucke, wie Fitness Simulator, Gym Simulator, wo du halt wirklich Bugs drin hast. Wo jetzt auch noch kein neues Update zugekommen ist. Das ist die Frage, lohnt sich das überhaupt noch Spiele zu kaufen zu Release? Oder sollte man wirklich lieber warten bis zum Sale? Du sagst direkt keine Spiele kaufen.
We're almost at the fort.
Ja, lohnt sich auch nicht mehr.
Wait here until nightfall.
Yes, let's.
Our men are ready,
Ja.
Your Excellency.
Das ist aber, wenn du halt Videos machst, muss halt immer aktuell sein.
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
Richtig.
Here it is. The Mad Inquisitor's fort.
There's no turning back. I hope that you are all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We're behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near-simultaneous assaults. The first, larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can, and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in the front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you are in position.
Und guck dir mal Skyrim an, wie viele Mods das für das Spiel einfach gibt, ne? Die das Spiel wirklich gut machen. Und das kriegt ein Publisher mittlerweile oder ein Entwickler nicht hin, weil es einfach nur darum geht, Geld zu machen. Ja. Ja. Nein, zu Microsoft, nicht EA. Lass mir mal gucken, was da für ein Fallout-Teil kommt.
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them all. We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the key. Locked. I don't have the key. Wait here for now. We are still fighting outside.
Momentan alle raus. Alle kicken Leute raus. Dann sage ich ja mal gucken, wie lange ich noch da arbeite. Ich warte noch drauf, dass wir rausgeschickt werden.
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Ah? Ja, aber du weißt auch nie, was da noch hinter ist. Das kriegst du alles meistens erst nicht raus. Das wird mehr sein als nur Geld. Enormes Geld. Ja, hat doch nur genug Geld. Dann sage ich ja, es ist ja nicht verkehrt, kleine Studios zu unterstützen.
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now. We're done here. Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Wird so gut, bis gute Spiele machst, wirst du kaputt gekauft. Mal kaputt gemacht. Wie gesagt, die Assassin's Creed Teile sind auch nicht alle so der Burner. Die ersten 3 sind super, das ist richtig, aber der Rest, der danach kam, war bisher so, naja. So das mit Connor zum Beispiel, das war jetzt so ein Teil, wo ich jetzt sage, der war jetzt nicht so schön. Ja. Das ist schwierig bei so einem Spiel. Ja, Togo, wann Fallout 4 Video stream? Ich warte drauf. Nee, hat er das schon gemacht? Hast du schon Fallout 4 gespielt? Weiß es doch nicht mehr. Will ich mal sagen, was ich gestern gemacht habe. Hattest du mal angefangen, ne?
How awful. His prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
Komme ich jetzt hier raus? Kann ich da durchlaufen? Mhm. Der Dingens oben. Über welchen? Ja, ja, da wo wir immer hinfahren. Ja. Das ist halt die Frage, ob er offen hat, ne? Ich glaube...
How did the battle go for
Ja,
you?
wir gucken mal.
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. We were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely
Genau,
exhausted, but alive.
Nach Lattenberg.
I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry. The Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat. Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis's camp, Your Eminence. And while we were there, we gathered proof of their exactions.
Those wretched fools! How dare they challenge me a second time? I will make sure that a decree is published so that their order is now forbidden on this island.
The guard served you well, and bravely followed your orders.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you, Your Excellency, that I express my deepest gratitude. Without your intervention, Thélème as a whole would have appeared as a monster in the eyes of the islanders.
It was my pleasure, Mother Cardinal.
Ja. So, wir müssen jetzt wohin?
May the Enlightened bless you.
Wir müssen noch die Hauptquest weitermachen. Du, wolltest du heute ausstreamen oder? Okay. Hast du geguckt mit dem Video, was ich im Discord... habe ich das im Discord überhaupt schon verlinkt? Aber zum Sitz. Ja, es ist ja nur eben Gezeige und dann noch so ein bisschen, was wir machen können. Also du kannst halt noch Blumenbeete bauen, du kannst halt das mit dem Zaun machen, was ich dir gesagt hatte heute. Und den ganzen anderen Kram. Also wir können ja relativ viel bauen und hinten, wo der Typ liegt, da in der Nähe sind noch Schildkröten und wir haben jede Menge Seile dahin liegen. Also 1, 2 Dinger haben wir da oben. Also da kriegen wir Ressourcen und Stoff habe ich da auch gefunden, meine ich. Bin mir jetzt nicht sicher. Also du bekommst auf jeden Fall Ressourcen da hinten.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the Inquisitors and set the camp's prisoners free.
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lasser and of freeing our people?
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Thélème here of the situation. She's the commander of the Soul Lasser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen. And you have proven an ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Garant of our clan. Anything more?
Boah, ich habe einen Rufpunkt verloren. Und bekomme 3 Stück dazu im Endeffekt. Nein, 4 habe ich bekommen, einen habe ich verloren, also habe ich 3 bekommen. So, wir machen jetzt erstmal die Quest mit Konstantin weiter. Ich speichere mal eben. Wir dürfen halt nur nicht oben das Bett, was wir gebaut haben, rausnehmen, weil dann ist es kaputt. Muss mal gucken, ob ich da noch eins bauen kann. Oder ob wir unten noch eine kleine Hütte bauen können, wo wir die anderen beiden hinpacken können, weil die pennen immer auf dem Boden, habe ich das Gefühl. Kann auch sein, dass sie da nicht ins Bett gehen. Da bin ich mir nicht sicher. Mhm.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you...
Constantine, how are you feeling? Are you in great pain?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to ponder.
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my fair cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
I wanted to inform you of our progress in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frichtemen, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes, during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You were familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tir Fradi. It is with him we make our bond. but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that is exactly what we did, cousin. I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine. I promise you. But is there a way to communicate with him? I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, in the hopes that it would kill me.
There is a way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. Enon Mil Frichtiman decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendan, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you. To be able to speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter of Bladned. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seal that allows you to give voice to your friends when visiting the council.
It is a symbol of great trust. Why are you awarding me this?
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven you are our friend back there in my village.
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow upon me. And thank you, fair cousin, for everything.
Und wieder zurückreisen. Aber auch so, dass wir erst die Questreihe von der Tulla machen müssen, bevor die Romanzen losgehen. Das ist auch möglich. Bevor man das generell machen kann. Wo müssen wir denn hin? Nach oben? Okay, dann nehme ich mir doch Sirona. Ach, wolltest du Kurt nicht mal als Romanze? Ach, nicht für den Durchlauf? Adab hier runter und die genervt. Wie lange dauert eigentlich Fallout New Vegas? Ist das auch relativ zügig durchgespielt oder ist das ein bisschen größer? Ein paar Stunden? Okay. Sind die Nebenmissionen wichtig? Ich muss mir nochmal die Liste nachgucken von den Sachen, die wir noch machen wollten. Ah, es gibt auch noch verschiedene Enden. Ah, okay. Was heißt denn das doofe Ende? Du hast nicht alles gemacht, Ende, weil du einfach durchgewascht bist, Ende. War 20 bis 40 Stunden, das ist auch eine ganze Weile dran. Ah, okay. Weil in Fallout 3 sind wir auch relativ zügig durch gewesen, ne, muss ich sagen. Das heißt, da muss ich dann auch mehr einplanen.
Do it. Hello. My name is Desardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasach, of the village of Wenxavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
Dann sollte ich das vielleicht mal irgendwann mal mit einplanen, ne?
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the congregation of merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrichteman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded?
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enol Mil Frichtemen. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings. And so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tir Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse. but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegad. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their Mal may also be heard here and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelam seg.
You have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
Ich habe das Mikro gerade ausgehabt, wir sind immer am Zocken. Also ich will das Spiel halt irgendwie durchkriegen mit der Zeit, weil es fühlt sich so langsam so ein bisschen, wie soll ich sagen, so ein bisschen zäh an, ne? Deswegen will ich gucken, ob ich das diese Woche durchkriege, weil wir haben noch ein DLC mit dabei in der Edition. Und sonst hätte ich das geswitcht mit Supermarket Simulator. Aber ich muss das Spiel halt bis nächste Woche Donnerstag durchbekommen. Weil wir am 22. wollen wir Horizon Forbidden West anfangen. Da kommt der Teil jetzt eigentlich für den PC. Und deswegen muss ich das jetzt irgendwie durchgezogen kriegen, ne?
Do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Ja, muss ich leider dazu sagen, habe ich mir angeguckt bei Gronk auf die Reaction. Was soll ich dazu sagen? Also es gibt immer solche Leute, die sowas machen. Und das, was er macht, das hätte man nicht öffentlich machen sollen. Ganz einfach. Dann hätte man das nicht so... wäre das nicht so... Ja, dass der verprügelt wird, das war klar. Dass der... ja, wie soll ich sagen? Wenn das nicht öffentlich gemacht worden wäre, dann hätte das keiner so mitbekommen in dem Ausmaß. Ja, und sag mal so, seitdem es ja Internet gibt, hast du ja viele Sachen, die ja veröffentlicht werden oder sehr weit ausgetragen werden in dem Fall. Aber...
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Ja, aber die Anzeigen, die er schreibt, bringen denn nichts. Das hat man nämlich auch schon gesagt. Also er hat ja die meisten Anzeigen... Also was hat er gesagt? Er hat irgendwie 3000 oder sowas hatte er für den Ort da gesammelt und es waren 57 €, weil ich habe den Anwalt... Ich weiß nicht, wie heißt der? Herr Anwalt heißt der? Nein, Herr Anwalt ist das nicht. Der andere. Den Solbeck habe ich auch bei mir drin. Den gucke ich auch schon relativ lange. Und der hatte das unter die Lupe genommen. Ich meine, ich finde das auch nicht verkehrt, dass man die Leute anzeigt, wenn sie wirklich falsch stehen. Ja, wir hatten das jetzt auch. Genau, wenn jetzt zum Beispiel, ich sag mal, eine Situation, du hast jetzt eine Ecke, wo ein Auto nicht stehen sollte wegen Feuerwehrzufahrt. Und dann kommt die Feuerwehr nicht durch, Rettungswagen oder sonst irgendwer, weil der halt zugestellt worden ist durch irgendeinen Idiot. Dann ist das definitiv, genau, dann ist das definitiv richtig, solche Leute anzuzeigen. Aber in dem Stern-TV, wo der Typ den Dönerladen oder was das da ist, da beliefert, deswegen eine Anzeige zu machen, das finde ich schon so ein bisschen übertrieben. Er ist ja da und bringt die Sachen ja dahin. Ja, deswegen, das finde ich übertrieben in dem Fall. Also Anzeige gegen Falschparker ist nicht verkehrt in dem Fall, aber er übertreibt es einfach.
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us.
Ich habe alles geguckt, ja.
Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
Echt?
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again.
Ja, hat er auch. Ich muss aber auch dazu sagen, wir sind ja alle paar Monate, ich glaube alle 3 Monate, ne? Alle 3 Monate beim Diabetologen, weil meine Mitbewohnerin Diabetes hat. Und da waren wir jetzt, haben wir heute, letzte Woche. Und da gibt es auch einen Behindertenparkplatz. Und da gab es einen, der hat sich direkt neben mir gestellt, obwohl er da hätte gar nicht parken dürfen, weil es ein Behindertenparkplatz ist. Und die Leute, die danach da parken wollten, haben sich auch auf den Behindertenparkplatz gestellt. Ja, gekuschelt. Die hätten sich da auch nicht hinstellen dürfen. Und die hätten es nicht mal gesehen, weil er das Schild zugestellt hat. Also rein theoretisch hätte ich hingehen können, Foto machen können und sagen, hier, Ordnungsamt, pass mal auf, da hat sich einer hingestellt auf dem Behindertenparkplatz. Ja, das geht so nicht. Also jetzt habe ich die Sequenz hier nicht gesehen. Ihre Diabetes hat heute übrigens Geburtstag. Au!
Meine Diabetes hat zugeschlagen.
Na, deine Diabetes hat zugeschlagen. Soll ich sagen, sein Beileid. Wie lange hast du das jetzt? 3 Jahre? 4 Jahre?
17. Wir haben heute 24.
Das war 17 Jahre schon?
Nee. Habe ich es bekommen. Jetzt haben wir es ja.
So, 2017 hat sie es bekommen. Also kannst du ja ausrechnen, wie lange sie das jetzt hat. Ja, also jetzt mal so auf dem Behindertenparkplatz stellen ist wirklich, das sind so Sachen, die gehen gar nicht. Also.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible.
Ah.
The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here, this looks like a snowflake. Snow or maybe ice.
Der Tugo hat heute Geburtstag. Der ist aber im Twitch-Chat heute. Der hat heute richtig Geburtstag. Der isst nämlich Kuchen.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death.
Ja, er hatte schon gesagt, ob er die Kuchen vorbeibringen soll. Jetzt muss er kurz gucken. Sein gemeißeltes Versprechen. Warte mal, sprich mit CEO. Was? Da! Ja, auf mein Mikrofon zu mobben. Die Prüfung des Wassers. Ich muss mal eben gucken. Ja, also es gibt schon Sachen, wo man echt übertreiben kann. Das stimmt. Also, das, was er halt manchmal macht, ist halt übertrieben. Voll das eine, wo du diese Pinne hast, wo er fotografiert, wo ich mir denke, Alter, das sind Pinne, da kann kein Arsch durchfahren. Warum willst du den anzeigen? Das macht keinen Sinn. Ja, und da habe ich mir auch gedacht, hä? Das ist ja jetzt nichts Schlimmes in dem Fall, ne? Weil es behindert ja jetzt keinen. Und ist auch genug Platz. Genauso das mit diesen, wie heißt das, mit diesen 10 Meter Abstand, wo ich mir denke, er holt einen Zollstock raus. Und ich denke mir so, what the fuck, dude? Selbst wenn das keine 7 Meter sind, das musst du schätzen. Ja, also, das ist total doof. Also er übertreibt es echt. Ne, mit den Sachen. Jetzt wollen wir kurz gucken. Warte mal, wo ist das jetzt hier? Was ist das Reihenfolge? So. Er ist natürlich auch dreist, ne? Also es ist. Also es gibt Sachen, die gehen halt gar nicht bei vielen Sachen. Dann die Leute nehmen sich Rechte raus, wo ich mir denke, Alter, das geht gar nicht. Ja, du hast da nichts zu suchen, aber das hatten wir damals auch. Wir haben damals, wo die Sparkasse war, also oben musst du dir vorstellen, war das Gebäude der Sparkasse recht groß. Ja, mittelgroßer Parkplatz, sage ich jetzt mal. Und unten war so ein kleines Haus, wo eine Bäckerei drin war. Wo du Kuchen, Torte und sowas bekommen hast. Jedes Mal, wenn ich zur Sparkasse musste, weil ich gucken wollte wegen Geld oder wollte Geld vorher holen, weil das damals ja noch so viel gekostet hat, wenn du mit der Karte gezahlt hast, musste ich mir einen Parkplatz suchen und denke mir so, Alter, ich muss am Arsch der Welt parken, damit ich zur Sparkasse gehen kann, damit ich Geld holen kann. Und dann gehst du zur Sparkasse, es sind 2 Leute da drin und der Rest sitzt unten und frisst Kuchen, wo ich mir denke, was? Stimmt, das Fitnessstudio war auch noch gegenüber. Also die haben quasi die Parkplätze dafür genutzt, damit sie nicht so weit laufen brauchen.
Nee.
Aber warte mal, ist das jetzt... Ist das... Stimmt, bei dem einen hätten sie nur 1 Stunde parken dürfen, das ist richtig. Ja, das ist das... Warte mal, welches muss ich denn jetzt hier aktivieren? Windstein? Jetzt habe ich nicht aufgepasst mit der Videosequenz gerade.
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Muss ich erstmal selber raussuchen. Ja, warte, was haben wir denn hier? Sekunde. Ja, stimmt. Ja, es ist ja hier bei uns genauso. Du hast einen einen Parkplatz. Du hast hier so ein Fitnessstudio und dann stellen die sich an der Straße. Und obwohl der Parkplatz da ist. Okay, was habe ich jetzt hier untersuchen? Sturms, weil ist das doch jetzt das Richtige? Ja, das ist das Falsche. Prüfung des Wassers. Okay, da muss ich selber gucken. Also Wasser kommt als erstes. Nee, die Leute wollen überhaupt nicht laufen. Weißt du, die Leute wollen in die Fitnessbude und wollen halt nicht laufen. Wo ich mir denke, Junge, du gehst in eine Fitnessbude, um Muckis aufzubauen oder Konditionen zu trainieren. Hast aber keinen Bock zu laufen? Dann machst du ja irgendwas falsch in dem Fall, ne? Okay, Wasser, was ist das hier? Wasser, Schnee. Ich muss mir das aufschreiben, warte. Wo ist mein Buch? Sekunde, bin gleich wieder da. Musiker, dann weiß ich ja demnächst, wer mir die Titel macht. Nein, alles gut. Ich hatte mal einen Arbeitskollegen, der hat auch Musik gemacht, der hat so Songtitel und sowas geschrieben, aber von dem habe ich jetzt auch schon seit Ewigkeiten nichts mehr gehört. Der Daniel. Ja, der hat da Musik gemacht. Aber ich finde das schön. Musik ist immer schön. Ja? Auch wohl für ein bisschen Geld. Natürlich, ja, wenn dann natürlich gegen Bezahlung. So ist es ja nicht. Ja. So ist es ja nicht. Aber noch ist es nicht so weit. Noch habe ich noch nicht das erreicht, was ich haben möchte. Dann, wenn es irgendwann mal so weit ist... Jetzt habe ich die falsche Taste gedrückt. Ja, ich muss jetzt erstmal hier das Rätsel irgendwie gelöst kriegen. Ich finde die Lösung gerade nicht. Also mit Wasser fangen wir an. Wasser, Schnee. Was haben wir hier? Wurm. Okay, das passt auch nicht. Quatschen kann man hier immer. Also mal bei dem Spiel geht's jetzt, weil wir jetzt nicht so viel Text jetzt gerade drin haben. Wenn du jetzt aber Eurotrack zum Beispiel, da, wenn ich das mache, da quatsche ich auch immer ganz gern mit den Leuten. Da nehme ich mir auch immer dann Zeit. Das ist der falsche. Dann hat man da so ein bisschen, oder Einkaufssimulator, da hast du halt auch ein bisschen mehr Zeit mit den Leuten zu quatschen. Dann geht das hier mal ganz gut. Todesschrein, wir machen mal die Sonne. Die Sonne kommt danach. Wahrscheinlich dann Feuer, ne? Ah, okay, auch nicht schlecht. Ich habe leider davon keine Ahnung. Aber ich finde das gut. So, dann, warte mal, ich nehme mal Sonne und dann Feuer. Okay. Wasser, Schnee, Sonne. Ne, warte mal, das ist Wind. Wind, Schnee, Sonne. Warte, Wind. Nein, okay, das war der falsche. Also Wind. Nee. Dann kommt die Sonne. Ich habe die Lösung jetzt nämlich nicht gefunden. Feuerstein? Nein. Das war der Feuerstein. Ja, es war der Feuerstein. Ich hasse solche Rätsel einfach. Ich bin da kein Freund von. Ich mag sowas nicht. Kennst du Jane? Sagt mir jetzt nichts. Hast schon gegoogelt. So, Sonnenstein. Machen wir jetzt mal Wasser. Okay, Wasser. Ah, okay, wir haben es richtig. So, Wasser. Aber ich muss sagen, ich verfolge meistens auch solche Sachen nicht. Deswegen, nee, ich kann auch nicht, das ist richtig, man kann auch nicht immer antworten. Deswegen bei manchen Sachen, wenn ich jetzt zum Beispiel Einkaufssimulator spielen würde und bin gerade am Bestellen, dann würde ich sagen, warte, ich guck gleich. Ja, und dann kann ich dann eben auch reinschauen. Aber ich glaube, ich muss... Dann breche ich das ab, ne, wenn ich in die Richtung gehe. Hier will ich nicht abbrechen. Dann muss ich doch... jetzt habe ich keine 3 Stärke. Die bräuchte ich, um da hochzukommen. Ja, da komme ich nicht hoch, also muss ich kämpfen. Schade. Noch nicht offiziell raus. Ah, okay. Kommt das denn auch auf Spotify? Kann ich mich da dran vorbeischleichen? Okay, da komme ich nicht dran vorbei. Also muss ich doch gegen den kämpfen? Da muss ich nicht gegen den kämpfen. Ich weiß jetzt gerade nicht. Oh, ich kann den zähmen. Okay. Okay, hat mir die Tür aufgemacht. Das meine ich halt, ne? Was ich vorhin sagte. Also die haben bei jetzt Zwischensequenzen ganz schön gespart. Ja, bei den meisten Sachen.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Milfrichtemann.
Wäre auch eine Idee. Dann sag mir Bescheid, wenn das draußen ist. Dann gucke ich mal, ob ich das auf Spotify finde. Und wenn ihr das verkauft, dann gucke ich mal, ob ich das dann hole. Dann kann ich dich das mit ein bisschen unterstützen oder euch unterstützen. Aber ich habe schon lange keine Alben mehr gekauft. Das letzte Album, was habe ich denn da gekauft? Das ist auch schon Jahre her. Stimmt, für dich habe ich die Alben alle... Ja, stimmt, bei Amazon die Alben habe ich gekauft. Damals. Die habe ich dann bei Amazon digital bestellt. Also nicht zum Hinstellen, weil ich habe da nicht mehr den Platz für. Aber wir haben halt Alben bei Amazon gekauft, wo du sie halt über MP3 runterladen kannst.
I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
Ja.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fridi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Milfrictiman now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Yora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glyndon.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
So, lass mal erstmal gucken. Ich habe nämlich gar nichts überlesen, sehe ich gerade. Reactions? Nein, mache ich nicht. Ich war mal überlegen, ob ich das mit reinnehme. Aber ich bin der Meinung, dass das ist so... Ja, ich weiß nicht. Also, es ist nicht so meins, muss ich sagen. Das... Wenn ich mir sowas angucken würde, ich glaube, das wäre nicht gut für die Gesellschaft. Das würde bei mir wahrscheinlich nach hinten losgehen, weil... wo ich das mit dem Anzeigenhauptmeister gesehen habe, habe ich mir auch gedacht, ja, okay, also also er hat es wirklich übertrieben. Bei vielen Stellen, ich dachte mir einfach so, what the fuck, dude, was ist falsch mit dir? Der lädt doch nur seine Sachen aus, lass ihn doch einfach, wo ist das Problem? Das wird bei mir nach hinten, das würde bei mir nach hinten losgehen, definitiv. Aber das ist auch nichts für mich, so Reaction. Also bei den Videos, also ich mache halt hauptsächlich Games, so Gameplay, oder halt so wie Simulation. Also mein Hauptgenre ist eigentlich so Simulation, Rollenspiel, Actionspiel. Also eigentlich alles bis auf Horrorspiel, könnte man schon fast sagen. So, wenn das in Richtung Genre geht. Forest ist jetzt, also Sons of the Forest ist jetzt so eine Ausnahme. Obwohl es kein richtiges Horrorspiel ist, wie zum Beispiel Resident Evil. Oder generell sowas wie Outlast 2 oder dann halt diese Horror-Games halt einfach, das ist nicht ganz so meins. Also ich spiele eher so Richtung Simulation, Rollenspiele, Open World, sowas in die Richtung halten. Aber so Horrorspiele sind da nicht mein Fall. Und Reactions, ja, da habe ich mir auch jetzt, ja, könnte man mal machen, aber ich glaube, das wäre nichts für mich. Das wird nach hinten losgehen. Ja. So, was haben wir noch? Ja, ein Album, ja. So Pop-Rock, das ist, glaube ich, das ist auch so, was so meine Musikrichtung ungefähr ist. Weil momentan höre ich so, in welche Richtung geht das? Jazz höre ich momentan relativ viel. Und Darkwave nennt sich das. Aber Jazz höre ich meistens so auf der Arbeit, damit ich da relativ entspannt bin. Weil das kann auch ganz schnell nach hinten losgehen. Ansonsten, ja, Instagram habe ich nicht. Also ich habe keine Social-Media-Kanäle. Ich hatte eine Zeit lang Twitter und Facebook, aber das ist mir einfach zu viel, das Ganze aufrechtzuerhalten, zu pflegen, da regelmäßig Sachen zu machen und sowas. Das ist mir einfach zu viel Arbeit. Also wir haben zwar so ein Info-Hub auf YouTube selber, das ist eine Community, da findest du halt immer das Montags-Update, also das sind so Projekte, die wir machen. Sprich, was machen wir jetzt die Woche? Zum Beispiel, was kommt jetzt nächste Woche? Also nächste Woche habe ich Spätschicht. Diese Woche bin ich jetzt krankgeschrieben. Nächste Woche würde ich dann, sagen wir jetzt mal, Supermarkt-Simulator die ganze Woche machen, bis auf Samstag käme dann jetzt Sons of the Forest. Dann würden wir das reinschreiben, also Streamplan technisch wird dann ab 23 Uhr circa gestreamt. Dann die Let's Play-Projekte, die wir noch machen, und dann gibt es halt noch ein schönes Abschlusswort, wo wir dann sagen, ja, schöne Woche, oder ne, oder lasst euch nicht ärgern, ne, dass man halt den Leuten so, ja, was Gutes wünscht, weil reicht ja, wenn einer Scheiße irgendwie gefühlt hat momentan, müssen es ja alle anderen nicht haben, und das ist halt so das Einzigste, was wir machen, ne. Kannst auf Musik reagieren. Das wird schwierig. Weil, urheberrechtlichen Sachen, da ist YouTube, ja, ich sag mal, noch kann ich ja keine Videos monetarisieren, weil dafür brauche ich die 1000 Abos. Aber wenn das halt wegen urheberrechtlich ist und sowas, da ist YouTube sehr pingelig. Also bei Final Fantasy, was ich gemacht habe, das ist Urheberrecht drin. Red Dead Redemption ist zum Beispiel alles mit Urheberrecht, also das ist schon, ja, also YouTube ist da sehr pingelig.
I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on.
Ja.
We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Da wir noch auf Twitch nebenbei streamen, kriegen wir da ja auch noch einen drüber.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Bis wir die Millionen Follower oder Abonnenten haben, das wird so Ewigkeiten dauern, wenn wir die überhaupt zusammenkriegen in diesem Leben. Ja. Aber bei Musik bin ich generell immer vorsichtig. Deswegen habe ich auch über Spotify eine Playlist, die ich von Stream jetzt zum Beispiel drin habe. Arno, WoW, Skyrim. Die habe ich dann immer laufen, wenn ich zum Beispiel dann ja, Supermarket jetzt zum Beispiel spiele, weil da habe ich ja gar keine Musik, da ist ja noch gar keine drin. Eurotruck zum Beispiel, wenn wir das mal fahren, wo wir dann die Türme fahren und einfach mal quatschen, da habe ich die halt laufen. Ne? Genau, alles wird epischer mit Skyrim-Musik. Aber ansonsten habe ich halt eigentlich gar keine Musik immer dann laufen. Also eigentlich von Spielen im Endeffekt.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
Da werde ich nachher mal reingucken. Nein, er hat mir den Namen geschickt. Ist das jetzt, achso. Machen wir erstmal die Dinger hier fertig. Müssen wir gleich mal gucken, ob wir die Romanzen dann machen können, weil ich meine, das dauert. Konstantin machen wir später. Scheiß Allergie. Ich habe halt immer nur Musik drin halt von Spielen, aber selbst da bei Skyrim, du kennst ja die Musik, wenn du bestimmt in der Taverne bist. Die Musik ist urheberrechtlich geschützt auf YouTube. Warum auch immer. Auf der anderen Seite denke ich mir, wenn du jetzt ein Spiel hast und da ist jetzt Musik drin, die jetzt, ich sage jetzt mal, geschützt ist, urheberrechtlich, es gehört zum Spiel. Ja, und wenn die Leute dann dadurch, ich weiß nicht, wie viel verdienen, warum nicht? Ja, es gehört halt zum Spiel, dann lasse ich die Musik halt drin. Solange YouTube jetzt nicht sagt, wir müssen das Video sperren. Oh, ich habe das Item für das DLC. Cool. Müssen das Video dann sperren oder so, dann geht das ja eigentlich. Deswegen habe ich ja damals auch aufgehört, weil ja mit Artikel 13 so viel Schmuck getrieben worden ist, dass da keiner mehr so wirklich durchgeblickt hat. Clan-Anführer. Also jetzt muss ich die überall absuchen oder was? Ja, wir gehen mal dahin, dann können wir auch die Forschung machen. Weil deswegen hatte ich ja damals meinen ersten Kanal aufgehört. Weil das einfach zu viel Chaos war mit dem Ganzen. Da wusstest du nicht, kannst du noch machen, kannst du nichts mehr machen. Ja. Und dann habe ich halt vor 2 nochmal von vorne angefangen und ich muss sagen, also neu angefangen mit YouTube und Twitch und ich muss sagen, seitdem läuft das, vor 3 Jahren, seitdem läuft das wunderbar. Ne?
What do you seek?
Im Stream? Was meinst du im Stream?
I am in need of your help, Dedra.
You have done great deeds for the Senja Dananedas. I have not forgotten, so speak. I am listening.
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I know you were among those who last saw him. Do you know where he can be found?
The last time that I saw him, we were united in council at Dorhad Genedu. We needed to decide what to do about you, the Renaikse, and we could not come to an agreement. Ulan spoke about all we could supposedly learn from you and obtain from you. Dunkas spoke of maintaining a balance so nothing would change, and of course Bloodnid and I spoke of battle. Vinbar remained unconvinced. He did not like you, but he feared the fighting would scar our island. He decided to go to the heart of the oil, in order to hear the counsel of Enolmil Frichtiman. He told us that this retreat from the world would take time, and I have not seen him since.
He is still there?
No. That was a very long time ago. Speak to those close to him, in Wenshavar, in his village. Wherever he has chosen to disappear, he would have gone there first.
Thank you, Dedra.
Nee, das mache ich nach dem Stream. Weil wenn ich das Spiel ausmache, ist meistens auch der Stream, und das mache ich dann nachher nach dem Stream. Hör ich da rein. Wo muss ich denn jetzt? Da hinten muss ich noch rüber. Da kann ich direkt darüber laufen. Dann müssen wir gleich noch die Questreihe mit der kurzen machen. Ich denke, dann sind wir mit dem Hauptspiel bald durch. Dann sind wir morgen fertig. Im besten Fall. Und können dann das DLC anfangen. Da habe ich nie drauf geachtet, ob da GEMA beisteht oder nicht, weil ich kriege immer eine E-Mail zum Beispiel, dass jetzt im Livestream so und so, jetzt zum Beispiel Final Fantasy, wurde urheberrechtlicher Content gefunden. So, und dann gucke ich halt rein. Ist halt jetzt nicht irgendwie eingeschränkt, deswegen ist mir das egal. Das heißt, alle können drauf zugreifen. Ich habe mal ein Best-of geschnitten von Sons of the Forest für jemanden, wo ich so ein paar Highlights rausgeschnitten habe und habe dann zum Beispiel das von Omf, das Lied gehabt. Ne, Augen auf, na, wie hieß das? Eckstein, nee, wo der alte Sänger noch mit bei war. Genau, Augen auf müsste das sein. Hatte das mit da reingemacht und das Video wurde teilweise gesperrt, wo ich mir denke, ja, es geht ja, es ist ja privat. Es ist jetzt nicht, dass ich das veröffentlicht hätte. Es war halt privat an jemanden geschickt worden, um jemanden Freude zu machen. Also es war auch nicht öffentlich verfügbar für jeden, sondern nur für diejenigen, die den Link von mir bekommen haben. Das ging halt auch nur per E-Mail. Und da hat YouTube schon richtig Theater gemacht. Teilweise gesperrt, nicht überall verfügbar. Und ich denke mir so, Alter, ich will das doch nicht öffentlich stellen. Ja genau, VPN-Tunnel. Ja, ist wirklich so. Ja, ist wirklich so. VPN und dann hast du deine Ruhe. Kannst alles gucken, ne? Mhm. Und damals mit dem alten Kanal, den ich hatte, habe ich halt einen American Truck Simulator Stream gehabt. Und habe mich so ein bisschen mit den Leuten unterhalten. Sagt einer, kannst du ja mal Radio anmachen? Ich dachte, das ist halt so Ingame-Radio, also kein echtes Radio. Habe das dann laufen lassen. Die Videos haben sie mir komplett auf YouTube gesperrt, weil alles urheberrechtlich geschützt war. Und teilweise haben sie die Videos auch gar nicht öffentlich freigegeben. Dann habe ich dann mal eben Content von fast 4 Stunden weggeschmissen, weil ich die Videos nicht veröffentlichen durfte. Ich durfte sie nicht mal privat teilen. Dann habe ich mir auch gedacht, ja super. Weißt du, es gibt Leute, die haben im Twitch-Stream Metallica und Linkin Park am Laufen. Ich mir denke, what the fuck, Alter? Und du versuchst auf YouTube von einem Spiel Musik hochzuladen oder einem Radio und dann wird dann direkt hier erstmal weggestrikt. So nach dem Motto.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I am not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows. The flesh is swollen around the bites. Perhaps the creature that bit him was venomous. Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Ja, die Künstler haben immer verschiedene Variationen bei den Liedern. Es gibt ich sag mal so Lieder, die höre ich halt sehr gerne von manchen Künstlern. Und dann gibt es so Lieder, wo ich mir denke, boah, das Lied kann ich mir nicht antun, obwohl es eigentlich vom selben Künstler ist. Das ist halt dann, ist immer unterschiedlich. Also was ich halt immer ganz gut finde, ist halt, wenn so auf so ein Album oder generell bei so einer Band, was? Dass man da verschiedene Sachen drin hat. Wenn ich jetzt überlege, Sapeto Sally hat damals, wie zum Beispiel Henkersport, wenn du das vergleichst, was damals war und heute die Musik, das ist gefühlt, also vom Anhören, ist es, als ob es eine andere Band wäre eigentlich, weil die irgendwie gefühlt in eine andere Richtung gehen, ne? Wann ich morgen streame, lasse ich mir überlegen. Guck mal, warte, ich kann nicht dir gleich sagen. Ich hab's doch gespeichert auf YouTube. Ich denke mal 4, 5 Uhr rum war das. Ich muss gucken, wie es mir morgen geht. Weil ich habe nicht momentan Rückenprobleme. Also mal wieder übelst Rückenschmerzen und kann auch nicht allzu lange machen. Deswegen momentan geht's, weil ich von der Tablette genommen kann ich sitzen. Ich muss mal kurz gucken. Ich habe es nämlich extra im Community-Tab gepackt. Ich kann es dir gleich genau sagen. Sekunde. Sekündchen. Lass mich schauen. Nein, unter Live müssten wir gucken. Ich Community-Tab. Morgen haben wir 14. ne? 17 Uhr habe ich morgen eingetragen. Also 17 Uhr, also 5. Kann auch sein, dass das ein bisschen früher ist. Freitag 17:30. Aber Freitag kann auch sein, dass wir früher anfangen. Dass wir Freitag auch schon. Weil wir kriegen. Also ich kann ihm komplett sagen. Warte, also morgen 17 Uhr, Freitag 17:30 Uhr. Wo habe ich das? Da. Also voraussichtlich kann auch sein, dass das früher ist. Samstag um 3, also um 15 Uhr. Das geht dann komplett durch. Und Sonntag um 16 Uhr. Da kann es aber auch sein, dass wir schon um 15 Uhr anfangen. Das weiß ich noch nicht. Freitag ist halt die Sache, wir kriegen Besuch vom Schornsteinfeger. Und ich weiß nicht, wie lange das dauert. Die nehmen hier nämlich alles ab. Also sie macht hier einmal eine komplette Kontrolle wegen Pelletofen, Gastherme und den ganzen Kram. Das dauert halt immer eine Weile, bis der hier durch ist. Deswegen weiß ich nicht, wie lange das dauert. Es kann sein, dass das eine halbe Stunde dauert. Es kann auch sein, dass es ein paar Stunden dauert. Weil der macht dann noch den Schornstein komplett sauber. Also das dauert hier immer eine Weile, bis der hier durch ist, ne? Also Samstag, Sonntag kommt Supermarket Simulator. Ich denke, wir sind spätestens morgen hier mit durch mit dem Spiel. Weil ich wollte eigentlich auch noch bis 10 Uhr machen heute. Und dann müssen wir das DLC machen. Ich denke, nächste Woche sind wir mit dem DLC spätestens durch. Und Samstag kommt noch ab 7 Uhr, also ab 19 Uhr Sons of the Forest. Aber da wird wahrscheinlich nur der Togusa mit dabei sein und der Powerpolar nicht, ne? Ja, also ich werde das nachher raussuchen. Und dann werde ich mir das speichern und höre ich mal rein. Da ist er nämlich im Twitch-Chat. Also wenn wir streamen, ich weiß nicht, ob ich dir schon gesagt hatte, wir streamen immer auf Twitch und YouTube gleichzeitig. Du kannst den Twitch-Chat lesen, aber der Twitch-Chat kann deinen Chat in YouTube nicht lesen. Weil ich glaube, da ist auch irgendwie eine Richtlinie, wenn wir halt 2 Sachen streamen. Echt? Darfst du das wieder, dass du beide Chats reinpackst? Darfst du nicht, ne? Dann lassen wir es lieber. Dafür ist mir der Kanal zu wichtig momentan. Ja? Ich werde es als Bestechung. Was für eine Bestechung? Leute.
Genau, was hier schon wieder los ist. Ach, nicht.
Also Togo, morgen bin ich eventuell in der Gegend. Dann können wir mal Koop spielen. Aber ich kann mir mal eben die Namen raussuchen. Warte. Wo habe ich dich denn jetzt? Oh, ich kann ich kann komplett hochscrollen. Warte, wo hattest du den ersten reingepackt? So, ich schicke das mal eben an jemand anders, dass ich das gespeichert habe. Bitteschön. Wo ich den Rest habe. So, ich habe mir den Namen jetzt gespeichert. Also ich höre da nachher mal rein. So, was? Nein, Kuchen und Unity Dawn? Hallo? Until Dawn? Das würde ich zum Beispiel auch nicht spielen.
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaikse is possible.
Tugo, wann wolltest du anfangen?
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp. and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegad is one of the Exoils. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us.
Nein, die ist nicht angeschlossen.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
So, hier was zu trinken. Gleich, denke ich. Ah, okay. Dann mache ich das gleich auf dem Handy an. Aber ich guck mal, ob ich die finde, dann höre ich da mal rein. Ja, das ist die. Bin mal gespannt, welche Musikrichtung, ob das was für mich ist. Hä? Ich jetzt abschätzen könnte, wie viel das noch ist, würde ich sagen, wir machen das heute noch fertig. Dass wir morgen das DLC machen. Ich müsste eigentlich auch mal aufs Klo. Aber irgendwie habe ich gerade keine Lust zu
Here
gehen.
you are again. What do you want?
Noch gehe ich ja nicht hoch.
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
So eine Lauferei hier momentan. Ja, falsche Richtung. Doch die, nein, warte mal. Die Karte, die ist so unübersichtlich einfach. Ich will das halt einfach mit der Minimap bei den Spielen.
Where am I?
You're in Eden. You are safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who were at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There,
Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Ja, stimmt, die Quest weiß ich auch noch, da müssen wir die Dings gleich suchen. Wo ist die denn jetzt hier? Die sind jetzt woanders? Ja, Konstantin machen wir später. Das ist jetzt nicht so wichtig. Weißt du, dass wir 2 Fliegen hier drin haben? Die nerven. Biege, mach eine Biege. Das Viecher. Achso, so kann er. So, Kurt, kann ich mal mit dir reden hier? Wie sieht das hier aus hier?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Okay, da geht noch nichts. Hm? Ja, die wollen ja auch nicht raus. Das ist halt das Schlimme, ne? Die wollen immer hier drinnen bleiben. Und? Muss auch raus, wenn es draußen kalt ist und regnet. Muss ich gucken, wie komme ich da hoch? Komme ich von hier aus da hoch? Oder komme ich von da aus da durch? Gucken erstmal hier unten, ob wir da durchkommen. Ja, den Brief lassen wir da erstmal liegen, weil das ist nämlich DLC-Part. Den ignorieren wir erstmal, weil das will ich als extra Playlist haben. Dafür brauche ich ein anderes Thumbnail. Stimmt, der eine Weg war doch versperrt. Hä? Stimmt, der war versperrt, deswegen sind wir nicht durchgekommen. Aber jetzt komme ich nicht dahin. Nein. Irgendwo müsste auch das Lager sein, was wir aufmachen können. Da oben. Also Query sagt mir auch was. Diese Dinger müsste man in Forest bauen können hier.
Looks like we're right on time. If we... Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Ja, aber er hat Scheiße gebaut. Er versucht, die Leute da zu töten.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
So, wo ist er? Nervensäge. Ich die Begleiter mal wechseln.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. There was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well? I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Ja, wir werden jetzt erstmal die Begleiter wechseln, weil ich meine nämlich, wir müssten den wie heißt er jetzt, den Priester, den wir da haben, den Inquisitor-Typ da. Ja, genau, Bonifatius, genau. Ne, ich weiß den Namen gerade nicht. Den müssten wir, glaube ich, dabei haben. Das war, glaube ich, wichtig für die Quest. Wo ist er denn hier? Unser Petrus. Petrus. Den nehmen wir raus. Petrus packen wir rein. So. Und dann will ich die Quest nämlich noch zu Ende machen. Und dann will ich, glaube ich, auch aufhören für heute.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Kann ich da noch was machen?
This man's skull
So,
is
okay, ja, das haben wir, okay.
but he doesn't look like he was
Weil er
in a
noch am
fight.
Blinken war.
Could he have
Vor allem, er steht da oben und sieht das direkt, ne?
Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Ignoriere die Viecher jetzt einfach. Ihr müsst einfach mehr Damage machen, er braucht keine Potion trinken.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Der andere? Oben. Andere Richtung.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
Na, klettert auch da hoch. Was ist denn hier? Warte mal. Ach, der liegt da unten.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Ich muss erstmal den Weg wieder dahin finden. Wir sind im Kreis gelaufen, ne? Ja, ich muss noch Themen machen.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Thélème, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. You will take your belongings and leave this place. The research will continue, and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people than you. The decision to reveal them or not will be theirs.
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to Eden. I hope that you don't regret your decision.
Ja, der wird, glaube ich, nachher nochmal zurückkommen und versucht, sie zu töten. Kann er auch machen. Toga hat schon wieder Programmprobleme.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible! But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit you.
What? But why would he? He will have to answer for his crimes.
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Cardinal.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she hears about it. Once more, your help has been a blessing. Take this. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden
Die
as
geht gerade
well.
hoch, soll ich dir sagen.
There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey.
Macht da gleich auf YouTube deine Sachen an.
Journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Gut, das machen wir dann morgen, aber machen wir dann morgen weiter. So, dann höre ich jetzt auf. Ich kriege einen Endscreen rein. Dann sehen wir uns morgen wieder 17 Uhr. Habe ich gesagt 16 Uhr? Ich weiß es nicht, ich habe 17 Uhr, hatte ich gesagt. Ja, morgen weiter. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend.